Alan James, how are you? Thanks for joining the channel this evening, everyone. We are at a bit of a challenge tonight. And when I mean challenge, I do mean challenge. This river out here, different location that I'm used to normally going to, is farther down. We're running about maybe 1/2 to 1 unit tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Anthony Lester, thank you for joining tonight. How are you? So this river tonight is definitely going to be giving me a challenge. Different location, farther down. They stocked yesterday with about 1,000 pounds of trout. So they were out catching earlier today. I actually, unfortunately, had to be at work today, so I was not able to get out here and catch. But they were pulling out some striper. But again, this one tonight will be a challenge. But that is a challenge that I am not afraid to take. I hope everybody's doing wonderful this evening. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. It's cooler here tonight. We are looking about maybe 62. We are finally starting to get some cooler weather in the area that I'm living in. My wife also made me a different type of bait this evening, which I'm going to try. She's been really good about researching about types of baits that she thinks they would bite on. And I would love to give my wife a shout out. Thank you so much for putting a lot of time and effort into it, sweetheart. Appreciate it. I know you get excited about it like I do. And I know that you will eventually be out here with me fishing. You know, the funny thing is folks, is that when I got home tonight from work, I was tired. I was definitely tired, but you know what? I wanted to get out here and fish. Now, I can honestly tell you that I'm not expecting much activity, but you never know. I've been wrong before, so you never know what it's going to be. Bentley, how are you? Thanks for joining another one. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Anthony. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge for sure. I want to say thank you to my moderators who are actually helping me out on my channel tonight. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being there and taking care of me. I do apologize if you hear the coffee. That is like one of my all-time favorites is to have coffee when I'm out fishing. So the goal is to cast way out towards the center. I'm under the impression that the river bottom itself, even though it is flat, it tends to V out somewhat and then go down. So I'm hoping that I can hit a deep spot out there. So without further ado, let's rock and roll. Yeah, this is extremely low tonight, extremely low. But surprises can happen probably. I'm probably going to go a lot lighter and easier tonight than normally that I do. And the reason is because I want to see how it's going to work out. So I did bring both poles. I do have the other one behind me here. We want to try this one out and see how it works out. Hey, Matthew, boy, you are getting some cold weather. 31 degrees today in Ohio? Yeah, I guess I am kind of lucky. You are so right, my friend. No, not at all. We've been together going on 34 years, I believe, Alan. 34 years. Fat Cat Fishing, how are you? Thanks for joining this evening. Appreciate that. Some of you I haven't seen in a while. I'm glad to have you on board tonight. Thank you so much for joining. Now, I did bring a sweatshirt. I did bring a heavier jacket because it is going to get cold. Hunting and stuff. How are you? Thanks for joining. Glad to have you. Oh, you got 2 to 4, 6 inches of snow on top of the cold weather? Ow, Matthew. That's definitely cold for sure. For sure. You got a beautiful sunset behind me. That is such a gorgeous sunset. Now, folks, you can see all the way down. This river is extremely low. We're doing good hunting and stuff. Thank you for asking. Extremely low. I mean, we're probably looking at potentially a half a unit. No, none for you unless you plan on ice fishing. Indeed. Now, like I said, I think I said earlier, they had some people out here about 1 o'clock or so that were fishing, and unfortunately, I couldn't get out here because I was at work. But somebody did pull out a decent sized striper. Now they did stock the lake here, the river. I'm sorry, they did stock the river here with 1,000 pounds of trout. So hopefully something's going on. Let's see what the wife did bring me tonight. She did make me up some different bait than last time. Like I said, she's been really getting into the creating bait. Now this one has got masa, it's got garlic powder, I believe, cream cheese, cheddar cheese, and a few other spices, ingredients, and probably some salt too. Hey, oh, garlic for sure. Yeah, I may have said that already. Yes, it would be good to catch some trout. Indeed, it would be. So we're going to give this a whirl. They're a little frozen right now, so we're going to give them a chance to thaw just a tiny bit. But again, my wife is like really into making these new creations of bait for me. And I'm so thankful that she's on board with it. So we'll see how it goes. I do have one other angler that is farther down than I am. And we're going to see how it works out for him also. Randall, how are you? Thanks for joining. Outdoors with Big Mad. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining tonight. Sounds like I've got either a mallard or a drake on the water. Indeed. It is really beautiful out here tonight. It is beautiful. About 66 degrees, a little after 5 p.m. I just think it's a great time no matter what that I can get out here and spend some time out on the water, just chilling and relaxing and spending time with you guys here on YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you joining tonight. I couldn't be successful without you guys, so I do appreciate that. I've got 22 viewers and 9 likes. Folks, can I get you to give me a thumbs up to kind of boost up them likes for me if you would? Much appreciated. Thank you so much. I appreciate if you guys would do that. A little bit of an update on the channel. I'm just under 600 hours needed. I think I'm at 500 and some hours more than I'm needed to hit the 3,000 hours that I need. So folks, do me a favor if you could continue to watch and share, and on my playlist, just let it run. I appreciate if you guys could do that for me. Sigma, how are you, my friend? How are you? Good to see you on here tonight. Hopefully you're having some decent weather in Texas where you're at. I just got out here, Sigma, just about maybe 5 minutes ago. So they did stock the river here with about 1,000 pounds of trout yesterday. The fishing was decent this afternoon. I couldn't be here. Unfortunately, I was at work, but we're going to see what's going on. Hey, Alaska Critter, thank you for joining tonight. Birch, how are you? Thanks for joining. Oh, it's a beautiful night for fishing, indeed. Indeed. Folks, I just want to let everybody know that for those of you who did win the actual giveaway on my 1,000 subscribe, they will be getting mailed out tomorrow. We're just finishing everything up, getting everything packaged up and ready to go and sent out tomorrow. I just wanted to give a courtesy on that. No, I haven't forgot, I promise. I've just been super busy at work and everything, but they will be sent out by tomorrow. So do expect them in a few days or so. Yeah, it was a great day that day. Had all those winners on the channel here. It was great. Sigma, I sure hope so. I really do. I really do hope so. I mean, it's the weather's beautiful out here. It's a little chilly, but I mean, for what it's worth, it's not bad at all. I couldn't park so close to the river today because the fact is that this area where I'm standing at right now, it's normally underwater. It literally is underwater, and we're probably looking about another 300 to 500 feet, if not more, back behind me where the water goes all the way up to. I mean, if you here, let me show you real quick, folks. Where those tree lines are right there, the water goes just about all the way up to there. So again, it is that low, that low. Normally our water temperature out here, Alan, is about 65 degrees, but it may dictate different today because of the fact that it is so low. But again, normally during the wintertime, it's about 60 to 65, but during the summertime, it is a constant 65. So it's really low, Matthew. Indeed, it's very low. I'm just hoping that I can find one of them lower spot pockets in the river here to where either a carp, a stripe, or even a trout will, or something will bite for sure. Now, there is one fish out here too that we have in the river here. It's called the razorback chub. I've never seen one specifically, but I know they're out here because I've been told they are. And it's one of our fishes that it is endangered. You can catch. You can take your photos with it, but you got to put it right back. It's a major fine if you end up taking it. But it would be nice just to catch one to see what they're about for sure. Japhet, how are you? I am fishing at another section of the Colorado River tonight. I had to go down farther because the water is so low right now. I had to find an area where it was a little bit closer than what it would be because the area I normally fish at, it's completely down to dirt. They're running about a half a unit right now, so it's down to dirt for sure. I mean, I can see some waterfowl over there and some waterfowl here. Here, let me show you real quick. You can see some waterfowl right that area there. They're out there and then some way over there. But I mean, overall, this river is extremely low tonight. Extremely low. It's kind of a bummer because it's like the areas that I like to fish, which are here for sure. Yeah, it's very low. I like to fish this area, and I know it seems like I come here quite a bit, and hopefully I don't make people bored with it. But I mean, when it's the water's up, it's a great place to fish, and I do catch. So, but this is probably going to be the biggest challenge I've ever had with this river area being as low as it is. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Jacob. Yeah, hey, take some time, get settled in, get a nice cold drink and a snack, and hang on tight. We're gonna have hopefully a decent few hours out here. Yeah, the other night when I was at the marina area, boy, it was like really hit and miss with the signal out there. And it's a good area to fish on the lake itself, but man, it played hard on the signal out there. And I do apologize that it dropped signal when it did. I actually went on to was it Cyber Monday? I think it was yesterday, and I actually went and yeah, for right now, I'm kind of testing the water Sigma because we're going to see what it is. I'll probably end up putting another one out in a few more minutes or so. Um, but I'm just kind of testing the water right now and just see what's going on with it. But anyway, yeah, I was really excited. I was able to get at a really good price. I was able to purchase a Starlink system. So yeah, it's going to be great for when I'm on the boat, when I'm out in the middle of the lake out there, where I normally wouldn't get signal, and I'll be able to get it with satellite. I'm pretty excited to incorporate that. Yeah, I did. Mobile Sigma Soft. I actually did. I actually purchased the Starlink system, so it's coming. It's coming. I mean, for the price that it was a really good deal. I couldn't beat it. The monthly service equates to about maybe $40 a week. I mean, but it's unlimited. That's the only reason why I thought it was beneficial. So no matter where I go, if I want to go on live, whatever the case may be. It's going to be awesome. Yes, he is. He did. In fact, he got his last night too, I believe. I remember I was watching this live and he was all excited about it. And I figured, you know what? I need to get one. I mean, they are nice. They are nice, and hopefully they'll do everything they say they do and more. Because I just want to bring you guys the best content that I can, live, But I will be also doing some videos because there may be times that I can't get out there and do lives like I like to do. Out of the choices, I love doing the lives a lot more because I get to interact with you folks on a one-on-one as it's happening. But I do believe too that areas that I'd like to get to for off-roading adventures and things like that. Sometimes I think it might be good to do some videos and just kind of get better on my craft and skill on that portion of it and how to edit and everything. So we'll see how it works out. You know what? I think I'm going to run back to the truck real quick and grab another pole holder and pound it in the ground and get another pole in the water. You guys convinced me. I appreciate that. Well, I appreciate that, Alan. Yeah, but I am actually very loud and clear here now because the area on the river where I'm at, I have like full bars. But when I'm out there by the marina area, because a lot of the mountains and things that are in the hills that are around me, it breaks off really bad. And I was fine for like an hour and a half or so that I was filming that night or videotaping that night with you guys. But as soon as I plugged in the phone for power, it all went bad. So Cal, how are you? Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Appreciate that. Colton, how are you? Well, my personal best, it all depends. If you're talking striper, it's almost been 5 pounds. Smallmouth bass was definitely a five pound or so. Catfish, 6.3, 6.5. And probably my biggest PB so far would be the carp, which was almost 11 and a half pounds or so. So yeah, it's, it is, I mean, I'm going to start writing all this stuff down because I want to know exactly what I'm catching and the record of it all and see if I'm progressing or not. Well, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Hopefully you'll feel better. And just sit back and enjoy the show. Get a little hot, something warm to drink and just sit back and relax. Folks, I'm going to grab another pole holder. I'm going to put it in the ground. I'll be right back. Like I was saying, I've got to walk away up here from the truck because it's a little ways from me. Folks, I got to share with you this sunset. It's just gorgeous. Let me share the sunset with you real quick. Look at that sunset. Is that not beautiful? SoCal, I did. I ordered it. It'll be here in about a week or two. Indeed. It is a new spot, Tony. Just farther down, but it is definitely a new spot. I'll let you guys enjoy that sunset for a little bit. Let me see here. I think I'll pound this one right about in this area here. A lot of rock in this area. A lot of rock. Because normally the area I'm at right now is underwater, so. Whoa. All right. Gotta admit, man, that's a beautiful sunset, isn't it? Beautiful sunset, indeed. All right, so hopefully we didn't space them out too far apart. Ah, I bet I did. See if I can back up just a wee bit. There we go. All right, folks, give me a little bit of time here and I'll get this stuff set up. Let's try one more thing and then we'll see how it takes off with that. Gonna cut these down a little bit on the bait. I'm gonna chum that water. Yeah, so Cal, I went with the unlimited pack for data. So I figured, I kind of did the math on it. I figured it'd be about $40 a week, which is doable for me, especially if it's going to give me the signaling that I really, really want. So yeah, it wasn't I didn't have a problem with it. Nice thing is too about the Starlink system is that anytime you have the option of canceling out, which is nice, but I don't think that may be a factor. I might spray some of that shad spray on here too. See how that works out. Whoa. Folks, something just jumped across the river. I just saw it. Something jumped out of the water and back in. So that's always a good sign, right? It's definitely a good sign. I'm gonna try some of this shad spray from Yum. We'll see how it works out. Oh, it's definitely a good sign. Hey, DCP, how are you? Thanks for joining. Rusty Rivers, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. It is going good. It is going good. We just got out here a little bit ago. I'm getting ready to cast in that second pull right now to see what's up. As you can tell, the river is really low. I'm at a different location. The water's extremely low, extremely low. All right, she's on there. Let's see what it does. All right. It wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. I think what I might need to do is put a little bit of heavier weight on this thing because it gives me the ability to cast out farther. All right. Catch up on the comments here. Folks, I just want to say thanks again for joining the channel tonight. Appreciate that. I know some of you may be getting home from work or already have been home at work and you're just kind of relaxing and winding down. I appreciate you taking the time to join me out here. Got a little bit of a breeze kicking up. I can feel it. It's getting chilly. Ronio's Adventures, how are you? Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Much appreciated. I think the temp is about 66 degrees or so. A little breezy, about maybe 1 or 2 mile an hour. Now, for you folks that are seeing the camera here, oh, it's already dark out there? Oh, that's right. You guys are what, 2 or 3 hours ahead of me. So you're probably around what, 7:15 almost at your time, Ronnie? It gets dark here pretty quick now though too. I will in the next time around, sweetheart. You got it. The next time I put it out there, I'll go ahead and try yours out. Yeah, that's what I thought, Ronnie. Yeah. My wife just asked me if I'm trying the bait that she had made. Oh, it was hilarious, SoCal. But you know, my friend, I could tell you were excited because I would have been excited. Absolutely. Yeah, hey, it was warranted, SoCal. You had every reason to be excited. And I was happy for you, man. I figured, you know what, SoCal's gonna get one? I need one. I guess you kind of put a fire under my butt to get one. Thank you, SoCal. I know I've been talking about it, but I didn't think I was gonna get it that soon. But as soon as I heard about the deals they were having on Cyber Monday that your wife found, yeah, I had to find one. So yeah, I understand your excitement completely, folks. I have a feeling that the Starlink system is going to be a game changer for a lot of us that are YouTube outdoor creators. That's right. So Cal, my wife and I, we were both excited for you, and we could tell the excitement you had, man. You were like a little boy in a toy store, man. I was so happy. That's pretty cool, man. I respect that. Mrs. SoCal, thank you. Appreciate that. You know what? They normally can't. It all depends. I actually bought mine through Starlink itself, DC. They were doing a Black Monday special. I think they normally retail for about 300 to 400 or more, and I think I paid 260 for mine. But again, I mean, you might want to check out their website at Starlink.com and see if they're still running it. The Mini is one. The Mini is the one that you're going to want because that's the one that allows you to go portable. Because you can use it on whatever you have. Like say if you do off roading, if you have a way of hooking up to your vehicle. I'm gonna end up using mine probably for my boat. I am fishing indeed. I am fishing in California. Oh yes, perfect. Yeah. Um, I want to see how my boat motor holds up on it. I'm probably going to end up investing in a secondary power system, but I want to see because I know I have like three. I have 3 batteries on my boat, so I want to see how it powers up. And if it doesn't, if it can't, then yeah, I'll definitely invest in a secondary power system for sure. No, but good deal. Good. That's a good choice, SoCal. I hear a goose. I hear a goose. Well, Mr. Jeff Jones, I am actually here in Arizona. It's probably we're about 66 degrees right now. It's starting to cool off a little bit here where I'm at, but I'm actually fishing a different portion of the Colorado River. Oh, nice. Very good, SoCal. Very good. Yeah. I want to invest in a not the regular plug, but the actual one that you like a cigarette lighter. adapter. I want to invest in one of those. I definitely want to invest in one of those. Folks, I'm going to run to my truck real quick. I'm going to grab my sweatshirt and stuff. It's starting to get a little chilly. Let's see here. I'm way up here. All right. Brought a few extra things back with me. A couple of lights, a jacket, sweatshirt, beanie, and a headlamp. Folks, if you all know me, you know I like my lights. I bought a new one, a new headlamp style from a company called Coast. Well, thank you, Roni. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. Appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Company called Coast. It's the 2000 lumen. Oh, there you go, SoCal. See, now you got all the hookups going on. That's perfect. That is perfect. You're going to cover every venue of it. That's perfect. Sit this down for a brief moment, folks. My wife bought me this sweatshirt some years ago. And says, ducked up. Ducked up. I love this thing. It's really warm and cozy. All right. Let's see here. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's a great idea, SoCal. Getting all those products that you need. It's a really good way to get things prepped up and ready. Ooh. All right, folks. We got a way to mount this on the hat here. Nah, I better not. With my luck, I'll end up losing it. There we go. All right. Yeah, that light I was telling you guys about. Yeah, this thing is it's pretty impressive, man. It really is. Again, it's a company called Coast, and it's got multiple variable settings, super bright. The case itself is completely metal. You know, I mean, it's a really strong light. 2,000 lumens. You got your wide beam, your straight beam, your red light, and yeah, it's really a good piece. I love it. Hi, Cora. Papa loves you too, sweetheart. Thanks for watching tonight, honey. Oh, no problem. Thank you, Roni. Appreciate that. Appreciate you subbing the channel, my friend. Welcome aboard. Loving having you here. If you get a chance to stop by if I'm still on, come back and say hello again. Much appreciated. Well, thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is a really good light. By the way, Jim, congrats on those 2 fish that you caught the other morning, man. It just surprised me. The whole night I was out there fishing, not a single bite hardly. The very next morning you get out there, bam, you knocked out a striper and a bass. Really good. Really good, Jim. That's impressive. What'd that striper end up weighing? What was that striper end up weighing, Jim? Well, that's kind of cool. 7.45. Wow, Jim, that was a decent sized one. That would have definitely been a PB for me, my friend. Good job landing it. Good job. Okay, right in front of my pole here. Something just hit. It came out of the water. I just saw it. We're gonna see what happens. Come on, fish. I know you're hungry. It's 5:32. It's almost time to eat. Folks, for all I know, that could have been a carp. You never know. As that sun goes behind that hill, you can tell the temperature's starting to drop. I can feel it. It is starting to drop pretty good. No, sir, it's the Colorado River. The Colorado River. Different section of it than I'm normally used to going to. I wanted to change it up tonight. Plus, I had to find out where I could find the closest water source because it's pretty low tonight. Now, normally when I'm out here fishing this area here, there's a lot of underbrush underneath the water here that the hooks and such can get tangled up at point. But overall, though, not bad. This is probably the calmest I've ever seen the river. It's just so darn sad it's so low. But you know what? They were catching at 1 unit today, so you never know. My logic is if there's water in the river, there's a chance to catch. Come on, fish. Let's get the skunk off. Let's get that skunk off. I am, Jim. I'm actually at Community Park area, just all the way down at the southern end of it, though. The area where I normally go to, it was so low that I didn't want to take my truck down there for fear of getting it stuck like I did before. So I'm all the way south end of it towards the curve. The There's a website, there's a Facebook page here on, right? Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. There's a website, or not a website, but on Facebook, there's a page out there called the Colorado River Real Fishing, and they were posting a gentleman out here catching probably about a 7 pounder today out of here, 7 to 8 pounder striper, if not bigger. And he was catching them on again, where the water was about 2 units. It was nowhere near as low as it is now, but yep, there it is again. Something's jumping in there. I don't know what's over here, but something's jumping in the water. Yeah, right. It's probably a carp. Oh, did he really? Well, hopefully he'll bite somebody's. Yeah, it's another angler down there right there, chit chatting with him. Yeah, I have a feeling it was a carp because it was just right there. 3:10. I am absolutely. Thanks for joining. I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, we are fishing a different part of the Colorado River this evening, farther south. The river is extremely low, though. We're looking about a half a unit to 1 unit only, but we are seeing fish jump. I have a feeling it might be a carp, though. I really truly believe that. Folks, you never know what you're going to find out here. I'm telling you. You never know what you're going to find out here. I think if we bend this back, it might still be viable. Look like they've hit plenty of rocks on this thing. I'm not a big fan of these things, and this is why, but hey, what do you do? Benno, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. I'm gonna have to take that home with me so I can get it off the river. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna actually put this guy. There we go. 24 hours. There we go. Thank you, Birch. I think we got it at the same time. Thank you so much. You're right, sweetheart. I'll give it a few more minutes. I'll pull this one back in a few more minutes and we'll try it on that. You got it. I promise you I will put it on there. I'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll go ahead and put it on. Yeah, I probably should do it now. My gut feeling is telling me to do it now, so I better listen to it. So yeah, my gut feeling is telling me I need to listen. If you're telling me do it, that's telling me something. So let me switch it out. Hey, the wife says it, I better listen. Now it feels like I'm getting some debris at the bottom of the river here, but again, that's pretty typical. It really, yeah, it is. I can tell. I can tell. That's pretty typical. Whoa, there we go. Now it is slow because the bait is still on there. So we're going to switch it up. I'm going to take my wife's advice and change it out. Folks, if you guys haven't heard about these glides, here, I'll show you what it is before I rebait with the new one on it. Yeah, the bait's still on there, so obviously the fish are not biting this yet. But we want to try that other one. I'm going to show you something though. This glide that I bought, really inexpensive. I bought a bunch of them on Amazon. They are a really, really nice complement for your fishing gear. And yeah. So real quick, let me show it. Let me share it with you real super quick. Nice thing about these is that you can put it on any line. I know them as glides. They may have a different name for them, but I always know them as glides. These red units here, these things are freaking amazing. I mean, they literally go up on your line right there like that. And yeah, Benno, it's really low. Hey, Saving Private Orb, how are you? Nice to see you on here tonight. Yeah, these things are amazing. There was a gentleman that I was following on YouTube that I still watch periodically, and he was using them, and these things are great. You can buy a big bag of these on Amazon for like maybe 10 bucks. 10 bucks, and these things are great. And I did the slider on with the bead before the actual swivel, and then I did my leader line on it. And I have 2 3/8 ounce weights on this thing, so yeah, they are really, really nice. I'm using on this pole tonight, I'm using this is my Shakespeare Tiger pole. Okay, it is a medium to heavy. It is a spinnerbait type, and I'm using 15-pound test line on it on the main line, and on the very tip of this, with the weights and such, I'm using a 15-pound monofilament. I'm sorry, fluorocarbon. I take that back. Oh yeah, they're great. Benno, these things are great. I mean, they never get tangled up or anything. They're amazing to use. And I'm using a 15-pound fluorocarbon, which I like because it's virtually invisible in the water, which I love. So it's good. It's good line. So with that being said, let's get this new bait on that the wife had created and see how it does. I'll tell you what, this may be the one that gets that fish tonight. You never know. Now these were in the freezer when I got home. I love my wife to death. She's so cute. She was so excited to tell me about it that I had to come out and try them. Look at that. Does that not look appealing? Use 15-pound? Yeah, that's a great size, I think, Benno. I think it's a great size. Yeah, look at that. It's almost good enough to eat. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Benno. You're absolutely correct. All right, so let's get this one put on and get this thing back out in the water. Now, as it starts getting dark out here, I need to really be careful because there are literally rocks everywhere here. Ooh, this one on nice. Sweetheart, I think you've outdone yourself on this one. Oh, wow. Barbie, you've outdone yourself on this one, hon. This reminds me of a really, really potent um, power bait. It really does. It reminds me of a potent power bait. You know what? Let me try and toss this. Well, no, my gut feeling says I probably should put a little bit of string on it. There we go. We'll try a little bit. Now, the one that she made last time, I tried it out there at the marina area and it held on. So it's yeah, this is about the same type. Indeedy, it's gonna be good. All right, let's get it out in the water and see what it does. Let's throw it that direction where we saw the fish jump. There we go. Good deal. All right. See how it works. All right, sweetheart, we got your bait on there. We're going to see how it works. We're going to see how it works. Hey, that's a great name. I like that. Indeed. It's a great name. Barbie's Power Bait. We could make it and sell it. When I get that website up and running, sweetheart, yeah, I bet we could make it and sell it. That'd be a great idea. Call it Barbie's Power Bait. So many plans, so many dreams for this channel to take off on. Folks, I appreciate each and every one of you still watching tonight. Appreciate you taking time to join the channel. If you're brand new to my channel this evening, well, welcome. Glad to have you on board here. If you have not subscribed yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you on board with the family here. Do me also hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of my content. I just want to let you know that when you do that notification bell, make sure you hit all, because I do not believe that YouTube automatically puts it into the all factor. You have to go in here and manually put it in all. That way you don't miss any of my content. I do lives, videos, and shorts, and I don't want you to miss any of it. Also, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up on the like button. The algorithm really needs that. It does. If you are watching the channel, but you can't always, in the event that you have to pull away, just let the playlist run. Let it run, run, run. I'm just under 600 hours of reaching the 3,000 hour watch. So if you guys could help me get that 300 hours, that 600 more hours that I need to get the 3,000 mark, I would really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. And for those who've been with me since the very beginning, I appreciate you being here and your dedication and all that you've given to me for this channel. Thank you so much. You guys are the only reason why I'm successful. Nothing I've done myself. So it's all because of you guys. I appreciate that. And again, I want to give a shout out to my moderators tonight. Thank you so much for helping me out. I couldn't do this without you guys either. A big, huge shout out to all my moderators. You know who you are. I just want to say thank you. Folks, check out that sunset. Look at that. It is beautiful out there. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, believe it or not, on this side, well, when you go around the corner farther down the river area, you can actually see the city of Laughlin, the casinos over there. But I'm around the corner where you can't see it. That's how far I had to come down because there was no water up there, none at all. There we go. Make sure we get the right position here. Yeah, come on. There we go. Yeah, I hear ducks on the water for sure. Come on, fishies. You know, what's so cool is you can see little bubbles popping out of the water here. So Barbie, we got the bait on yours on this one. Your bait's on this one, and we still got the anchovies on that one. Hey, how you doing? Fishing with Ferg. Glad to have you on board this evening, my friend. How are you? My water weight here is really extremely low today. We're at half a unit potentially. How was your fishing today over in New Orleans? Everything go good? Oh, I bet. I bet you are staying warm. It's probably pretty cold where you're at right now. It's about maybe 62 here, I think, where I'm at. It's starting to get a little cold. We've been getting into the mid 40s at night, which some people might say that's not cold. Well, for our area, it is. For our area, it's definitely cold. Well, you stay inside and stay warm, sir. And sit back, get a hot drink or a hot beverage, and just relax. Hello, El Mary. How are you? Thanks for joining. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is cold. That's your high tomorrow is 20? Oh my gosh, that is cold indeed. Wow. Yeah, definitely stay bundled up, man. You got wind chill factor involved in that too, or is it just straight out cold? Tony says that's a heat wave. Ah, that's funny. That's a good one, Tony. Heck, it's only the 20s. Yeah, probably where Tony's at. It might even be colder, huh? That's funny. That's a heat wave. That's good. I love it. I might pop up a light. I think he is. 20 is just inhuman, SoCal? No, that's just downright cold. Um, I remember it pretty cold when I was a little boy living in Pennsylvania. It got cold out in PA where I used to live. Indeed. But 20 degrees is really, really cold. All right, fish. Come on. I know you guys are hungry. I know you're hungry. You've got to be. Oh, you guys were only in the 50s today, huh, Tony? No, I can imagine that fishing with Ferg. It gets really cold. We used to get negative in the minus degrees in Pennsylvania. Jacob, what's going on, my friend? We are out here at the Colorado River at a different location tonight. I had to move farther south because there's no water in the river. It is literally at a half a unit, Jacob. Can you believe that? A half a unit. My logic, though, is there's still water in there. There's still hope. We've seen a couple of fish moving around and jumping, but boy, they're doing their thing. We're not going to let that stop us, though. We're going to be out here trying to catch something. Jacob, we got to get you out here to go fishing, brother. Got to get you and the missus out here to go fishing. You and my missus and your missus. I'll tell you, there's been times that I'll watch people on their lives, and gosh, there's times that I've watched them too. That even it's slow for them. Is that where that one was at earlier today? Was that Rotary Park area? You saw it? Yeah, I'm saying, like I said, there's times I watch other live streams where they go hours without catching but a bite. Do you know what though? I commend them for the dedication and wanting to catch. On the common channel. Gotcha. Well, buddy, we need to get together and go over there. The corn man, exactly. We need to get over there and hit that spot up. Corn man does know the secrets. I'll give him that. He's probably been fishing this river and lake for so long. He knows the hot spots. Got a duck way out there in the water, flapping his feathers. Come on, fishes. Let's go get going. Let's do something. Let me set up one light. I may have to sing that fishy fishy song. We ain't careful. All right. Got a little bit of light on the situation. Let's go a little bit dark, brighter with it. There we go. Got a lot of rocks around here. There we go. Perfect. Oh, the voice command one? You talking about the voice command headlamp, Jacob? Yeah, but I ended up buying 2 of them. I wanted a backup in case one went bad, but I did. It was a good deal. I couldn't turn it down. It's a great way to promote it, buddy. It's a great way to promote that. Ooh-wee. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, you won't be disappointed with it. You really won't. Iron Fishing, how are you? Glad to have you on board. Hi, Melissa. Thanks for joining tonight. Much appreciated. Glad you're on board. I think I like this red light better. It's not as bright, per se. Man, this type of headlight would have been great for duck hunting. Indeed. You can light everything up, but it doesn't blind everything. Ah, gotcha. So the fall run's been good for you, huh, Iron? Very good. I know as the weather starts dropping, certain localities, the fish become a little bit more non-active unless they're cold water. Surprisingly, striper, believe it or not, I mean, it's still not super cold here, but the striper out here are pretty much predominantly a warm water fish. And the fact that they're still kind of moving around, I mean, I get it, but I'm kind of surprised on the same token. Trout, I can expect to move around for sure, even bass for that fact. But striper, yeah, they're still moving around. There's probably going to come a point though where I think as the weather gets really cold here, it might be a little bit more of a challenge. We can still catch them in the winter, no doubt. Just more of a challenge. More of a challenge. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy here, fishy, 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 bite the pole and bait. Come on. Yeah, I can't wait to get that system hooked up in the boat. That definitely will be a benefit. Being out on the lake, it's going to be a benefit. And that means no matter where I go out on that lake, I'll be able to get signal and we'll be able to go live, which is going to be a benefit. I'm using frozen anchovies and a bait that my wife had created, Iron. She created it with masa dough. The flour made it into a dough paste. She put garlic pepper or garlic powder, cream cheese, cheddar cheese, red food coloring, and a few other items involved in it. Yeah, it literally smells like power bait. It really does. It's that good. Oh no, Jake, you know what? I left him in my apron at work. Gosh darn it. I forgot him again. Folks, my friend at work and I we're having this conversation about what would the fish bite on. Let me know what y'all think. Fruit snacks. Well, the fruit gummies that you get in little packs, we were wondering maybe will they bite on that. I forgot to bring them with me, Jacob. That's funny. Yeah, Ferg, it'll be yeah, it will be awesome indeed. Oh, that'd be great. Well, then, I don't have a Polaris. Do you think they got any for the Kawasaki Teryx SoCal? Oh, indeed, Iron. My wife, if your wife's like mine, then you know you've got a good one. Yeah, if they let us fish and they actually create bait for us and then get out here and fish with us, yeah, you know we got good wives. Indeed. I've got to figure out a way to mount it onto my boat, SoCal. That'd be fun. Drunken Chef, how are you? Glad to have you on board here tonight, my friend. Appreciate you joining. Oh, perfect. Okay, sounds good. Drunken Chef, we are farther down, way farther down than my normal location on the river tonight. I had to go farther south on the river because the area that I normally fish at, the water levels are so extremely low that it wouldn't have done any good. It wouldn't have done any good at all. So I had to go farther south on it. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Oh, nice. So the nights that your wife tells you to go is when you're catching those beasts, huh? Nice. Yeah, your wife must know something then, for sure. Well, I'll tell you, folks, sometimes now I understand the real reason why they call it fishing. Well, I do have a windshield at the helm, at the console. That won't be too heavy to put it on suction cup there? I'm curious about that, SoCal. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Iron. Appreciate you joining the channel for a moment and enjoy your dinner. And you be safe also as well. Have a wonderful evening. Till next time, my friend. Have a good night, sir. You too, buddy. Be safe. Daniel Tucker, how are you? Thanks for joining this evening. Glad to have you on board. Now, that gentleman that just went by, he was out here fishing earlier with me. Nothing from him either. It's been real quiet out here. Again, like I said, I'm beginning to really understand the reason why it is called fishing. You're not always going to catch. I guarantee it. You're not always going to catch. It doesn't mean that it's bad content. It just means that it's a slow night. Oh, no kidding. Wow. For that's harsh. Ouch. For a month. Yeah, then you understand, my friend. You get it. I mean, like I said, the nice thing about the channels that we do, for those of us that do create content, that keep it authentic and legit. There's going to be days that we're not going to catch. We're not going to catch at all. Yeah, it's just sometimes it is what it is. See here, it says SoCal says weighs only 2.5 pounds. Amazon Vine has a bunch of the suction cups mounts right now. I believe you have a Vine Connect. I've never even heard of it. SoCal, I've never even heard of it. Is it through Amazon? Amazon Vine? I've got Prime. That's the only thing I know of. Folks, I do apologize. We're discussing ways to connect our satellite systems to our boats and such. So bear with me for a minute. Yeah, so I mean, fishing like this, it's amazing, but it teaches you patience, and it makes it more exciting when you actually do get a hit. It really does. But what do we always say? A bad day of fishing is better than a good day at work. No, sir, I don't. Folks, I'm going to check that one more time. Oh, indeed. It did. I mean, let's face it, the reality is we'd love to have action, but that's not always the case. And again, hanging out with everybody here is just an amazing time. Indeed. Falcon, how are you? Thanks for joining again. Glad to see you back. Glad to see you back. Yeah, I'm going to check this pole real quick and see what's going on with it. See if the bait's still on there. Now, this is the one that my wife had created. I want to see if it's held up. Boy, wouldn't that be something? I pulled this thing in and it had a fish on it. Boy, that headlamp sure came in handy right now. Come on. I hear you out there jumping. Why won't you get the bait? Alrighty, so that bait did come off. But that's all right. We're going to try it again. Because it did exactly what it was supposed to do, actually. All right. Well, sweetheart, your bait did come off, but that's okay. We're going to try it again. It did exactly what it should have done. So it's not a bad thing. Going to pinch it around the ends of the hook. And we're going to go from there. Yep. It's just like power bait. That's impressive. I'll tell you, that is really impressive. Whoa. Whoa. Don't fall in, old boy. Don't fall in. All right. Oh, nice. Nice, SoCal. Well, thank you, Falcon. I appreciate that. At this point, Falcon, anything that will bite. I'm kind of catching up on some comments, so I do appreciate you being patient with me. Oh, Vine gives you free stuff to check out. Okay, I need to figure out how to do that. Sounds like Vine gives you some stuff to test out product. Yeah, that'd be something I would definitely be interested in for sure. Run my truck real quick. I'll be right back, folks. Folks, I kind of went light tonight on bringing all the equipment. I have everything, but seems like I'm going pretty light on everything tonight. I want to make sure I got the power supply in the event that I need it. Whew. Solo, Texas, how's it going? Oh, okay. I did not know that. Interesting. Did not know that, SoCal. Okay, I get it. Come on, fishies. What is the holdup? I'll be happy with the nibble. Anything. Hit the line. Do something. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to know that, SoCal. Cindy, how are you? Says, hi, Tim. I'm using my mom's account. So that's why my new profile picture. Oh, no problem. Well, welcome aboard. Glad to have you on board tonight, Cindy. Thank you. Whew, it's getting cold out here now. I can't see all these fish being full already. I know they ate a lot of trout, but they couldn't eat it all. Now, is there a spot that you can actually go to review them? So we're probably in the low 60s right now. That may seem warm to some, but it's starting to get cool out here for me. Yes, I have actually. I did one on. I did a couple of them on. I think one was Sunday afternoon, where I caught almost a 6.5 pound cat, and I did another one at the marina at the lake area. Grumpy Bass, how are you? It's been work was good, but I wanted to get out here on the water. It's been a bit of a challenge tonight, Grumpy, because the fact is that the river's so low right now that we're looking at a half a unit. So not much is going on. It's getting colder though. Hey Parker, how are you? Glad you can make it here tonight. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, so I mean it's been a struggle. It has been a struggle for sure. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Soka. Appreciate that. Man, I've got a lot of stuff to review then. I've ordered quite a bit, even from in the past. Yeah, it's Grumpy, it is what it is, my friend. That's why we call it fishing, right? Nothing's 100% guaranteed. Still good to be out here on the water, though, you know, hanging out with you fine folks here on YouTube. Much appreciated you guys joining. Yeah, they only let the water go to the height this afternoon was about maybe 1 o'clock or so. They only brought it up maybe 1 unit, if that. Um, I know that when we first moved here, it didn't seem like they were running it so low, but man, last year and this year, it's been really, really low. Just waiting for a couple of things to come in that I can mount to the boat, and I'll be on the lake where we could do live, and I got a lot more area to cover and a lot more places to go. A little update on the boat. It's getting there. I've got the fuel filter changed out, got all the oils and everything changed out. I got new spark plugs put in it, and we're gonna fire it up and see how it runs. And if it still has a little bit of an issue, then there's only one other thing I can think it potentially could be. It would be the the fuel pump. And if that's it, then that's it. But hopefully, after everything's been done so far, it'll fire up really good and run smooth. So, oh, is it 57 now? Okay, that's why it feels cold. All right, folks, I just got a latest update on the temperature out here. A friend of mine, Jim, who's actually following me live, but texts me on my phone, tells me it's 57 degrees right now out here. So, yeah, we're getting chilly. We are getting cold. I'm going to power up the phone real quick. It's interesting because I can hear the wildlife out there, and it almost sounds like teal. 22 degrees where you are? Ooh, that's cold. That is really cold. KXM, yeah, I bet you would, man, being at 20 degrees right now, or 22 degrees. Some parts of the states, the winter's finally hit with a vengeance. We're a little slow here, but it's coming. We don't get that cold here where I'm at because we're so low. We're like literally 526 feet above sea level. So it doesn't get super cold. But at my property in Seligman, we're almost 6,000 feet up. So yeah, we get in the teens up there during the wintertime for sure. We get snow up there, so it definitely gets cold up there. Get a little more power on that light. There we go. Yes, we do. That is so true, SoCal. I don't think we're ever happy, are we? It doesn't seem to be so bad when we're out hunting or fishing, though. I do remember days when I used to hunt out there in SoCal area, where not too far from where you're at, SoCal, where I used to hunt. It was warm out there during the summertime. Hiking them hills, looking for game. Yeah, I remember it all right. Yeah, there are areas out here that you can move to that are a little bit warmer, but I'll tell you straight out, Arizona, it gets hot here. Not super hot, but it does get above 110, 115 or so. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's one thing about out here in Arizona where we live. And SoCal, you familiar with it? It is a piercing cold. I mean, I've got a sweatshirt on and another shirt, and it's still going. I'm going to end up breaking out my big jacket. I have it on. I have it here, I should say. I'm telling you, man, there's birds. I hear wildlife out here. It almost sounds like pintails, like pintail ducks. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know, this is a nice thick jacket right here. Oh, you're watching all the way from Northern Ohio, huh? Nice. This is my Mad Dog jacket. This thing has seen more outdoor hunting experiences and fishing experiences than ever before. I've had this thing probably close to 15 years. Love this thing. Yeah, exactly. So true, SoCal, so true. But this jacket keeps me pretty warm, though. I'm pretty happy about it. Keeps me pretty warm. I can't complain. I got a hood somewhere that goes with it. I'm going to check this one out real quick and see what's going on with it. Got a lot of vegetables for sure tonight out here. That's odd. I don't remember taking this. I never remember this thing getting hit. The bait's gone. Okay. Well, that just kind of frustrates me there. Really? I don't remember it ever getting hit. That's all right, though. We're going to bait it up again. Folks, how is that even possible? There was nothing on there. I mean, it never even got hit. Anyway. All right. I'm going to catch something. Hope so, anyway. There we go. A lot of rocks out here. Gotta be careful. Put some of that old magic thread on that bad boy. You know, I'm thinking about may have to do also is change up these weight styles that I'm using. I need to see if I can find some of the weights that I used to use when I used to duck hunt. They're the flat style, and they don't get caught up so much on the rocks and such underneath the water. Whoa. Yeah. Try some of that yum again. A shad flavored bait. That almost comes out like a purple color. It's interesting. Interesting. All right. All right. Let's see what this does. Come on, fishy. Don't disappoint. We got some fish to catch. Got some fish to catch. What did they say back in the early 1940s? Eddie needs a pair of shoes, new pair of shoes. I need some fish. All right, let's get this going. Hit that bell, hit that bell. Hey, Gavin, how are you? Thanks for joining. Hughes, how are you? Thanks for joining. See here. Yeah, that's true. Not wearing a jacket there. At this point, KXM, I'll be happy with whatever bites it. Well, thank you, Gavin. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. We're trying to hopefully wake up the fish tonight. It's been kind of a slow night. Kind of a slow night. I'll be happy if it's cat, carp, striper. I don't care. At least something bite it. That's my logic on it tonight. I just don't enjoy being out here though, but it is a lot of fun. But yeah, sure could use some action though. I believe I have indeed, Gavin. I believe I have. I believe you're correct on that one. I'm telling you, those, I'm sure they're not ducks, but boy, they sound just like pintails. They really do. And it's so beautiful out here tonight. I can look up and see the stars and everything. It is gorgeous out here tonight. Come on, fish. Let's get something. It's not a full moon. Not really. The river tonight is like glass. It is gorgeous out here. The reason why I came out tonight also, folks, is because tomorrow we're going to be getting 25 to 30-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. So it is not going to be no bueno for fishing. Thank you, Grumpy. Appreciate that. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on, let's do it. Let's get some action going on. You've got two types of bait, and I know you like them both. Heck, I even sprayed one of them with shad spray. Oh, no kidding, KXM? Wow. Yeah, certain areas of the state are starting to really get bitterly cold. But like I'm saying though, I mean, I was thinking about coming out tomorrow night after work, but the forecast for tomorrow is going to be cold and it's going to be windy. We're probably going to get about 25 to 30-mile-an-hour winds potentially, and that's not going to be good for anybody to fish, in my opinion. Oh, you guys got about 8 inches of snow? Nice. I know some people may not like it, but I actually enjoy snow. It doesn't bother me. Of course, then again, I don't have to live in it all year long either. So, but it's nice to have it every so often. Then it goes away for sure. I would love to get up in an area where it's cold. I'd love to learn how to ice fish. I think that'd be cool. It'd be kind of fun to do that. Come on, fishies. All right, we're going to try check this one again. Oh. Oh. Feels like I'm stuck on something. Gosh darn it, yeah. All right, that bait works, but doesn't stay on long. It is good bait though. I'll give it that. It is good bait. I think we're gonna switch this back over to anchovies though. Because it's completely, yeah, it's gone. Not a problem though. Like I said, it was good bait though. It works well, I'm sure. All right. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. A lot of rocks out here where I'm at. Got to be real careful where I step. Easy way to twist an ankle. All right. Whoa. Golly, that one far out there. Hopefully that was a winning cast. Dang. I'm breaking my neck if I ain't careful. It'd be awesome. Fish actually took that line and just ran with it. That'd be awesome. That would be so awesome. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Thanks for joining. On your videos, per se, you may have to manually go in there and open up, check your sound on your actual, if you're using your iPad, it may be something you may have to go to settings. If I kind of only caught part of the conversation, I may not even know what you're talking about knowing me. Sounds like your videos don't have sound. Oh, that's kind of cool. Amazon just sent me a text saying that they sent one of my phone things that I'm wanting to get for my vehicle. Nice. Thank you, Amazon. Yeah, you may have to check out settings, Cindy. Try that and see how that works. Hello, Like Matt. How are you? Trying to get some better angles here. Well, welcome all the way from Indonesia. Thank you. Appreciate you joining. Well, folks, I will tell you, it has been challenging tonight. It has been real challenging tonight. I've seen them jump. I've seen them out in the lake there. They're just not wanting to feed. And I haven't changed anything up. They're just not wanting to feed. Oh, hey, Les, how are you? Welcome for watching all the way from Chesapeake Bay, Maryland. Glad to have you on board tonight. I'm sorry, Lee. Boy, I need glasses. I think it's time for me to get my eyes checked again. Lee, welcome aboard. Welcome in the house. Yeah, she sure is pretty low tonight. Gosh darn it. This has probably been the most challenging fishing video I've ever done. And I had a feeling that it may be kind of slow, but I didn't think it'd be this slow. I just wanted to get out to see how it would work. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree that it has a lot to do with the weather, you know, even as far as the moon. I kind of believe in all that. I do. I think that that has a lot to do with the effects of fish and how they do. And it surely doesn't help that the water's so low tonight. Um, Solo, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not 100% full, but it's pretty darn close. Here, let me see if I can show you real quick. I'm gonna turn around real quick. Yeah, so there's a good possibility maybe that's what it is. Oh, indeed it can. Goes water. It sure feels like it. I'll tell you what. It sure feels like it. Ah, the fish are hiding out big time. Trying to get a better angle here for you guys because I'm on a bunch of rocks here. There we go. I'm gonna have to light up another light. Yeah. There we go. It has been challenging by the least. There, much better. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, 100% agree with that, SoCal. Today might be that day they just don't want to eat. They may not be feeding at all. I mean, I haven't changed anything up as far as what I'm using for bait for the most part, and it's still like no bueno. Ah, whew, got a big old mark on my head, I'm sure. Yep. Today may be one of those days that they just do not want to eat. Well, thank you, Grumpy Bass. I appreciate that. No, it's been really, really quiet tonight. I mean, this whole river issue with the water level and everything, it's just been a game changer for a lot of the time for fishing now. About the last week or so, it's been a half a unit to 1 unit. Today they raised it a little bit more. Maybe if now I think they actually maxed out at 1 unit this afternoon. Um, a couple of people did catch fish out in this area here, but not very many. And when they had it up as high as they did, that 1 unit, I was at work, so there's no way I could even get back here to fish. But I figured, you know what? I'm going to give it a try and see what's up. You never know. You don't catch unless you try, right? That's my logic. Even if I get skunked, I tried. Never a bad day of fishing. Never, never, never. Oh, you have low water issues where you're at too? Wow. So it's just not here where I'm at. Interesting. Interesting. That's correct, Solo. You can't catch fish from a truck couch. Indeed, my brother, indeed. That is correct, KXM. If you're not out here fishing, then you should be. I'll tell you, man. And I mean this wholeheartedly, folks. Even if I didn't catch, it's still great being out here. You know, I mean, I love hanging out here on the water. I love fishing. I love hanging out with you guys, talking, conversating, and having fun ideas and sharing experiences. It's what it's all about. It's what it's all about. You know, and that's one thing I've always promised to do on my channel, that I would show you the good, the bad, the ugly, and even the bloopers. And today might be one of those days that ain't so pretty, but we're out here and we're doing it. And I appreciate each and every one of you here joining me as we're doing it. You know, you guys make it worth, you know, even more so when I'm out here. Keep me company. And I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That's right. Get her done. Get her done. The great outdoors. Indeed. I mean, this is the way to live, man. This is what it's all about. You only get one life, and I want to experience as much of it as I can. Hunting, fishing, exploring, being adventurous. You know, I think when I was younger, other things took my time and interest in things like that. But as I got older, and then, like I said, I mean, you folks who've been with me for a while pretty much know how I got into the outdoors. You know, as far as fishing and hunting, and you know, it's to my beautiful wife that got me involved in it with her and her family. And before I met her, I didn't know anything about it, and I took to it like a duck in water, and it's I've been that way ever since. I just wished I could have met her when I was a lot younger. It is peaceful out here, though. It sure is. It is so peaceful out here. I gotta admit, though, man, I'm pretty excited. Um, I've been kind of watching the actual hours watched on my YouTube, on the YouTube studio, and my gosh, man, I'm like 500 and some hours away from hitting 3,000. Folks, I can't wait for that 3,000 mark to hit. That's going to be a big, big, big deal for me, and I appreciate that. For all you folks that have been watching my videos, thank you. I can't stress that enough. It's only because of you that the hours are climbing. I'm only 500, about 500 and something away from hitting that 3,000 hour mark. So please continue to watch and hit the playlist and let them play. Hey, Falcon. Nothing yet, my man. It's been a quiet. Hang on a second. I thought I just heard the bell. Maybe wishful thinking on that one. YW, Tim? What does that mean, Solo? I'm sorry. Not sure what that means, Solo. I guess it's a good thing, though, right? Yeah, indeed it is. Indeed it is, Falcon. Oh, well, yeah, thank you. I got you. Hello. I'm kind of getting old up there in age, but I appreciate that. Yeah, now I understand what that means. Well, yeah, thank you again. I appreciate that. Solo, I do appreciate it. I don't know all the acronyms, but I learn as I go, per se, huh? But yeah, so now I know. YW means you're welcome. Well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, but folks, like I said, I couldn't do it without you guys. So yeah, it means a lot. I'm almost there. Once I hit that 3,000 mark, it'll put me in a whole different spectrum. We're almost there. It would be nice if fish would join in the game, though, you know? It really would. Yeah, one thing you guys will know about me if you've been watching my videos, which I'm sure a lot of you have been, you've seen me out here in 118-degree weather fishing. You've seen me out here in the wind storms fishing. You've seen me out here when we had the big dust storm fishing. And then you see me out here when we don't catch any fish at all. I'm telling you, man. It's just a wonderful adventure we're on here, right? Just a wonderful adventure. I used to always tell my wife when things would go wrong, I would tell her, well, we have to look at it this way. It's an adventure. You just got to go with it and see where it takes us, right? Good or bad, it's an adventure. Hmm. Oh, I can imagine KXM. Yeah. Wind makes it really hard. Really hard. Hey, Northern Fishing, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I mean it makes it that much more exciting and much more meaning worthwhile when you do catch those bites. You do bring those fish in, no doubt. Northern Fishing, how you been, my friend? Good to see you on here tonight. But you know, like we say, you got to take the good and the bad. I guess you learn to appreciate the good a lot more when you have to do a few bad, right? It's kind of a humbling experience when you don't catch fish because you're like, I want fish. But again, the fish have their own timeline. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Sorry you've been busy, but I'm glad you're doing well. Good to hear that, Northern. Yeah, yeah. You know, the interesting is I might end up calling it early night tonight because you know, if you guys been around with me for a while, you know I'll be out here 4 or 5 hours sometimes. But tonight might be one of those nights that I may call it early. You know, that's a good question. Solo, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. Um, yeah, YouTube is the one that and probably knows more about that than I do. It'd be great if it did, but I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if they find it on via IP address or what. I don't know. It's a good question though. Wow. If you watch it over and over and over, does it increase the hours or does YouTube know who's watched and who hasn't? That's a very good question. But I do appreciate you watching, Solo. It means a lot to me. And like I said, though, this bird sounds just like pintails. You know, the funny thing is here on the Colorado River, we actually have a lot of ducks out here. We have a lot of ducks. We have mallards, drakes, teal, pintails, all that stuff. We have them all out here. The only thing I don't think I've ever seen out here on the river area is the spoonie though. Where I used to duck hunt, we had a lot of abundance of spoonies. 90% of the duck, well, okay, 50% of the ducks that I would take would be constituted as spoonies. I've taken some teals, some pintails, um, green tails, blue tails, pintails, spoonies, but I've never had the privilege of actually taking a greenhead mallard. One day, that's on my bucket list for sure. I gotta say though, by as far as waterfowl or upland game hunting for bird hunting, duck has probably been my most favorite. Falcon, I've never had it. Never had it. That may be something, I guess, geared towards more like Asian cuisine or so, possibly. I'm not opposed to trying it. I think I would try it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not opposed to it as long as it's cooked right. Oh, duck is amazing. Duck is so good, especially if you smoke it. It's like the best. The darker meat on the duck can be very oily, but boy, it's good. It is so good. Yeah, me too. I would try it. I would try eel. I don't shy away from too much for the first time. I'll try anything once for the first time. If I don't like it, I won't ever eat it again. I was telling somebody one day at work about how good Rocky Mountain oysters were, and they were like, "Oh, I don't like oysters. I don't like the way they taste." And they literally thought I meant oysters. I'm like, "No, I don't think you know what I'm talking about." Yeah, you're right, Jim. They did. They stocked 1,000 pounds of trout. I think it was yesterday. Um, I'll tell you what. That's probably why the fish are not biting today. They're full from the trout. Oh, I bet they do. I bet they do, Falcon. I actually had the privilege of living in Japan for 4 years. When I was younger, I was between the ages of 4 and 8 years old. I lived there. I lived in Tokyo for 4 years. I loved it. It was amazing. I actually spoke 2 different languages. But yeah, that may be a reason why the fish are not eating tonight because they're full on the 1,000 pounds of trout. Could very well be. Hey, I had to give it a try though. I had to give it a try. The calamari is pretty good. I like octopus. Love calamari. Um, oh, they're amazing. They really are amazing. When they're done properly, they're very good. And like I said, when I told them at work, they literally thought they were oysters, and I'm like, I don't think you know what I'm talking about. So when I explained it to them, what they were, they're like, yeah, no, we're not touching that. And I go, why? They're good. If you prepare them right, they're amazing. I've had lamb nuggets, as I call them. They're pretty good. Um, I tried lamb brain once. Didn't care for it. Yeah, no, didn't care for it. Sea boogers. uh, yeah, no. Well, y'all, I may end up calling this an early night tonight because nothing's hit. I'll give it about maybe 10 more minutes. I may end up wrapping it up. We can still hang out and chat though. But yeah, ain't nothing hitting. It's been a slow night. I'm gonna chalk it up as they ate 1,000. They eaten a lot of that trout that had been stocked. I'm trying to get a game plan together. Hopefully next week we could get up to either Willow Beach, potentially, or Lake Havasu. And I'm going to try and fish out one of those areas. I think Lake Havasu would probably be a better venture to go next week. I've never fished that lake, and I definitely want to check it out. I agree, sweetheart. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, we gave it the college try, man. We really did. But I think maybe next weekend I'm gonna really push to get out to Lake Havasu area. I want to try and fish that lake. I've never done it. It'll definitely be a new location, and I want to definitely see how it pans out. There, they've got cat, they've got carp, they've got striper, they've got bluegill, which are going to be kind of exciting to see. They got bass out there in that lake too. I just got to figure out what areas I can fish in bank-wise. Just kind of check it out. Yeah, Sully, you're absolutely right on that one. It's been a slow night. I might start reeling this stuff in real quick. Sad because I really love being out here fishing, but it ain't happening tonight. But you know what though? It's okay. Sometimes you get fish, sometimes you don't. I've had nights that it's been super exciting out here, and I've caught left and right. I gotta say though, honestly, this river has never, ever really done me dirty when it comes to fishing. It really hasn't. I think maybe twice in about the 3 or 4 months that I've been out here fishing, I've had nothing. But overall though, yeah. You know what, folks? I still got bait on the hook, so they are not biting at all. Yeah, I've still got bait on the hook, so they're not biting at all. So it's not nothing I'm doing wrong. It's just they're not biting. But that's okay. It is okay. Yep. Other than the green, the bait is still on there. Never even touched it. So they're probably full from everything they've had the last couple days. No worries. It is what it is. My word, you know what? I've used this hook for so long, it ain't red anymore. It isn't red anymore. It's straight out turning chrome. That's when you know you've used it too long. Ouch. All right, we're going to set this over here real quick. Well, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Oh. Ooh. Well, it got a lot of debris. I got to tell you, I really love these 3/0 offset hooks. I think these things are amazing. They hold the bait well. And if you can see that or not, but these 3/0 hooks are amazing hooks. I like them a lot. I use them quite a bit. Oh, indeed. Now, we can't always win them. You're right. You can't always win. Sometimes the fish will be the ones that tell you what they're going to do, not what we want them to do, per se. But again, like I said, always a great time being on the water. Never a bad moment. Yeah, I pulled that out of the ground. That nail that I'm using, I think it's like super cold. Super cold. All right, so gonna package this all up. Slowly take things out of here. Folks, for those of you who are curious about some of the stuff that I use on my channel here, as far as what I use to catch my fish with, if you have any questions in regards to it or want to know more about it, do me a favor, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have on any products that I use. There's a lot of stuff in here that I use that I think is just really beneficial for fishing. One of the items I use quite a bit, you saw me use tonight, and for those, like I said, for those who've been with me for a while, know about the thread that I use. But if you're brand new to the channel tonight, and you're curious about it, it's a product, I call it Magic Thread. It may be under a different name on Amazon, but that is the most amazing product I've ever used when it comes to fishing, holding bait on. Doesn't matter what it is, it'll hold it on. Does not matter what it is, it'll hold it on. All right, give me a second here, folks. Gonna put my headlamp on real quick. I gotta be able to see getting to the truck. Ooh. All right, folks, give me a few minutes. I'm going to run some of the stuff up to the truck and I'll be right back, okay? Give me a few minutes here. Well, I didn't see that far when I parked it earlier. So a helicopter going over the bridge, or river, I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Coming back. See here. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, brother. Well, thank you, Sol. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Falcon, you're right. Next time for sure. Yep, sometimes the fish will troll you. You're absolutely right. Oh, agree. I love the offset circle hooks. They're great. Solo, it actually does. It does very well. I actually like it a lot. I didn't bring it tonight, but yeah, I like it a lot. And it lasts quite a bit. Lasts quite a while. I like the fact it's got like 2 or 3 types of settings on it. Yep, I do like it indeed. I think it holds a charge pretty darn well, actually. Um, no complaints, none whatsoever. Kind of wrapping things up here a little bit. I keep all my electronics and stuff like that in a plastic ammo can because I want to be able to protect it. You never know about some things, right? Well, thank you, KXM. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Folks, give me just a minute. I'm going to run a few more things up to the truck, and then I'm going to come grab the phone and such. I just can't carry everything at one time. Yeah, I think it holds a charge pretty well for the most part. All right. All right, let's get this on up there real quick. I'm going to take you here by the truck area. Like I said, I didn't realize that I was that far away from the truck because the sand area that I'm walking now is really, really, can be real difficult to get out of. I've actually been stuck out here before. Not a fun sight to see, trust me. Not a fun sight to see. Whoop, light down. Light down. All right, folks, I'm going to go grab the chair real quick. I'll be right back. Ouch. All right, heading on up. Well, good night, Solo. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Glad you could hang out for a while. It's always a pleasure. Brought the missus fishing pole out tonight too, just in case she decided she wanted to come out. But I'm glad she kind of stayed home and rested, because it wouldn't have been eventful for her, poor thing. Would not have been eventful at all for her. So, excuse me. Makes you grateful for when the times you do get to go out and fish, you do catch, huh? It really does. It really, really does. Excuse me. All right, so I should put my hat back on. It's pretty cold out here. Woo wee, cold. That there, got that there. Bear with me, folks. I'm just kind of putting stuff in here for real quick. I'll tell you what, though, man. Time sure goes by fast when you're having fun. It really does. I can't believe it's already, what, going on 7:30 now? Time sure goes by fast. Let's see here. Anyone here? You know what? I remember watching. I remember, hey, I'm going to date myself now here, Falcon. I remember when Star Wars first came out. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but I remember when it first came out. Yeah, I thought it was great. I love the original one. I guess in some sense, I kind of geeked out on it when it first came out, because me and a bunch of buddies of mine got together and we made homemade lightsabers. We made them, put batteries and bulbs in them, and lit them up and everything. I mean, it was freaking awesome. The white tubes looked like an actual lightsaber. It was great. Yeah, I guess I am kind of a geek then. I guess I am. I do remember it. I do remember the original Star Wars when it first came out. All right, let's see here. Ooh wee. All right, I think we got everything here shut down that we need. All right, folks, I'm actually here. I do apologize. Just kind of got everybody in the dark here. Let's move you to the truck real quick. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. All right. Folks, I just want to say thank you so much for being part of the channel this evening. And the fish had other ideas, indeed. But we made the best of it, right? Whoop, we made the best of it for sure. So, let's see here, get the truck fired up. Let's get it inside where it's warm. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Chewie was my favorite. Chewbacca was my favorite too. That and C-3PO and R2-D2. Sorry about that if I'm moving you around everywhere. I do apologize. There we go. Those were my favorite ones for sure. Come on. Got to figure out a better way to set this phone situation. Yeah, it was Falcon, indeed. Indeed. Well, folks, I just want to say thank you so much again for joining me this evening. And it was great hanging out. Oh, no worries, Josie. Thank you for joining. Glad you could stop by. You got a new phone? Awesome. Did you upgrade to a new iPhone or a Android? Okay. No, Androids are good too. Androids are real good. It's even better if you're used to them. If you're used to an Android, that's always the best. Nah, she wouldn't do that. Itchy fingers, how are you? No, Android's actually really good too. There are a lot of features that Android has that I wish Apple did, and no, I think Android's a good phone too. I really do. Well, Josie, if I got to be honest with you, they stocked 1,000 pounds of trout yesterday here in the river, and I think the striper had their fill. There was only a couple people that caught earlier today when I was at work, and other than that, no. There was me and one other gentleman on the water tonight fishing, and not neither one of us caught anything. They weren't even biting. So I have a feeling the stripers were caught up on all the all the back. Yeah, hello. I think they were caught up on all the trout that got dumped in yesterday. Yeah, they literally dumped 1,000 pounds of trout into the river yesterday. So the fish weren't eating at all. Nothing changed in the way that I did it. I even tried a new bait that the missus created. Thought for sure, yeah, they'll yank that. Nope, they didn't touch the anchovies. They didn't touch the new bait. So yeah, that or they're full. I think they ate way too much of their trout when they got dumped in yesterday, because trout are basically like a delicate. They're like a delicacy for striper. Yeah, they just once the trout are in, the striper attack and eat. So that's why a lot of the stripers up at Willow Beach area, about an hour or so north of me, are so huge. Because when they do that up there, when they drop them in there like that, yeah, they eat well, very well, and that's why the stripers up north here are 35, 45 pounds plus. But it's okay. I mean, it was still great getting on the water. It was still great getting out here fishing. It was great hanging out with you fine folks here on YouTube. So it wasn't a bad day. Slow, but not a bad day at all. I would have came out tomorrow, like I was sharing earlier with everybody, but we're supposed to have really extreme winds tomorrow, about 25 to 30 miles an hour tomorrow. So it would have done me no good to come out tomorrow at all. And it makes me glad even more so when I do finally get the catch. So it was a win-win. Yeah, it was cold. We're in the 50s right now. I mean, that may not seem cold to some of y'all from the Midwest or even where you're at, but it's getting cold for us out here. I have my heavy camouflage jacket on. I had a beanie on earlier. Probably one of the rare occasions you all see me without a hat. You guys got snow? How much did you guys get? Man, everybody's getting snow. I wish we get some. We're too low though. Oh, okay, nice. Hey, it's a beautiful cut. It's a beautiful dusting. I think where I live, guys and Josie, where I live, about maybe 9 years ago, we actually got snow here in the city that I live in. It was a rarity. It didn't last long, but it did snow and it didn't stick. It didn't stick, but it snowed. Yeah, we're literally like 526 feet above sea level, so that's why we're pretty warm in the summer and not so bitterly cold in the winter. But desert cold is a different kind of cold. Oh yeah, a lot of black ice out there, I bet, huh? Unless you've driven in it, it can be difficult. That's a lot of times people don't understand. Black ice is worse than rain or even snow. Well, you know what? Just as I say, just be safe out there and stay warm, you know? I know where you guys are at, it's very cold. How's Mr. J doing? Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine, Josie. Drunken Chef, I wish I could say we got a lot, but it was dead tonight. The striper had ate all the trout that got dumped yesterday. Oh, he's eating ice cream? Even though it's cold and snowy? I like it. Good job, Mr. J. I love it. Have a bite for me, will you, my friend? Yeah, it's tough. No doubt, it's tough. I don't like seeing anybody out in the weather. That's okay, Drunken Chef. Sometimes it happens. You know, I was sharing earlier that they stocked the river with 1,000 pounds of trout yesterday. The striper ate good. They weren't even touching the bait. I still had bait on my hooks. They weren't touching it. Yeah, not that crazy though. It must be good ice cream. I like chocolate. Oh no, 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 no. I think it's a perfect time to barbecue. Indeed. That's okay, Falcon. No, it's a perfect time to barbecue. He's outside, just bundle up, have a cold drink, and barbecue. Oh, I agree with that, Drunken Chef. Barbecue's good any time of the year. What does he want to throw on the grill, Josie? What does he want to barbecue? That's half the fun. Just bundle up. Bundle up. You'll be all right. Best way to do is to bundle up and have a flask of whiskey. That'll warm you up. There you go. There you go, Drunken Chef. One of my favorite things I like to do during the wintertime is to set out my front yard area with a glass of whiskey on ice and just sit and watch people go by. I enjoy it. Oh, there you go. That sounds good. Burgers and chicken's always good. Indeed. Thank you, Drunken Chef. Indeed. Great minds. I'm more of an Irish whiskey fan. I like the Jameson. I don't mind Jack Daniels, but I'm a Jameson person. I like it. That on over ice, either straight or over ice. Of course, bourbon's pretty good too. I'm not a big drinker, but every so often I like to sit back and relax with one. Well, hey, folks, I just wanted to say thank you again so much for joining me this evening on my live. It means a lot to me that each and every one of you got to hang out and we got to have good conversation and watch me catch no fish. Again, it's been a crazy evening, and I truly believe the reason why the fish were not biting today was because one, the water levels were extremely low. Two, they were filled up on the trout that was loaded up into the river yesterday. Well, you too, Falcon. Take care, my friend. Thanks for coming by. Um, it was a challenge that I could not refuse. I just I had to see if I could get anything, and as I say, sometimes you don't catch and sometimes you do. I mean, it's only been maybe 2 or 3 times at the most that I've ever fished this river area that I've never caught. But for the most part, the river's been really productive. I'm glad you got out tonight. Sorry you didn't. Oh, indeed, Josie. Yeah, it was a great time no matter what. And it makes me learn to appreciate when I do get to catch. So, and again, as I always say, I keep the channel authentic and real. If you're always catching, yeah, no, that's not realistic. And I'm not that good anyway, but that's not realistic to me. The reality is that you catch some, you don't. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that you got to do it, right? That's how I look at it. And I appreciate the comment. That's a good comment. Thank you. Um, but again, I think a lot of it had to do with the water levels and the fact that they were feeding on all that trout that they got in. So with that being said, it was still a great evening out hanging out with you guys. So, folks, again, I just want to say thank you for those of you who tuned in. If you're new to the channel tonight, I just want to say welcome and thank you. If you have not subscribed yet, take a moment to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. Love to have you on board the channel here, be part of the family here at Arizona Outdoors. We have a bunch of great YouTube content creators that follow the channel. Check out their channels. They have a lot of good content that you will enjoy seeing. Again, you're going to get days that you're going to get skunked like today, but then there's days that it's just nonstop action. Nonstop action. Sometimes you'll get double ups on poles. You never know. It's always a good time though here on the channel. But again, check out those that are following me because they have really good content. You've got Josie out there. You've got SoCal. You got Fishing with Ferg. You've got Solo Texan. You've got them all out there. Just check out their channels and give them some love and show them some love out there. Subscribe to their channels if you would for me, okay? Much appreciated if you would. Folks, if you're new to my channel and you have subscribed, be sure to hit that notification bell. YouTube will not do it automatically for you to put as all. So if you could go to it manually and select all. That way you don't miss any of my content because otherwise you'll only get limited or not get notified. And I sure would hate to have you miss anything. So again, hit the all button on it. That way you get all my lives, videos, and shorts that I put out. Please hit the like button. Please. And more importantly, if you would, watch my channel content because it helps me to grow. I'm less than 600 hours away from reaching the 3,000 hour goal mark that I'm required to. So if you find folks could help me do that, I would really appreciate it. Really appreciate that. Why will, Josie? You too, and have a wonderful evening and be safe and say hello to Mr. J for me. You guys have a wonderful evening. So again, folks, I just want to say thank you for everything. And I couldn't do this channel without your support and your dedication in the following. And as I always say, I'll see you outdoors. Until then, take care, everybody, and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.